Hi everyone, welcome back to SASHAYAWAY with Barry. I am wearing my beautiful pink RuPaul's Drag Race wig for Party City. That's right, you heard me correctly. RuPaul has a wig line at Party City. She's had it for about a year now, so it's not new. This was the first one that I bought. You're gonna catch me playing with this all night because it's gonna keep falling in my face. I didn't want to spray it anymore tonight. Sorry about that, everyone, but you can get them at partycity.com. She has a collection of 5. I have 4 of them. I can't find the blue one anymore, so I think it might be discontinued. If you have it and you want to send it to me, I'll take it because I have all the other ones as well. If you want to see this wig in action, it is part of my online drag show that I'm doing on Saturday, January 30th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the dialogue below, you can find a link. It's going to be on Zoom, and I will be doing the musical 6 from the soundtrack. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if those are the only songs, but it's 9 songs on the cast recording, and I do them all. There are 9 looks, 9 costumes. We got it all going on, but it's going to be live here on the Zoom on the 30th. So find that link below in the dialogue. But right now we are here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Episode 4. And it is called the RuPaulmark Channel. I don't know if that's the actual name of the episode, but I think it is. So what that is we are going to get some holiday shows like the Hallmark Channel does their holiday shows at Christmas. These are not going to be at Christmas time. They are other holidays, and we will get into that when the challenge happens. But first, let's have a drink from the Ho goblet. I'm still drinking out of it. It matches my wig today. I don't know if you can see it in there, but the letters are pink. I did not make this goblet. Someone did ask me that from yesterday's video. I actually bought it this way. It came like that. So I think someone else made it, and then it was sold at Housing Works, which is a resale store here in New York City. Money going to benefit people living with HIV and AIDS. So it's for a good cause. I wish I had the letters because I want to add an S and an E with a accent mark. That's what they're called. I was going to say apostrophe, but it's an accent mark for it to say Jose. That is not my name. Clearly, my name is Barry, and I am not Latino, Latinx, Latina, any of them. I just want it because I drink rosé out of here. So it would be my Jose mug that I drink rosé out of. I'm so clever, aren't I? So if anyone has these letters hanging around, send it with the wig. But let's take a drink of our cocktail. I hope you're drinking along at home. It is no fun to drink alone, but if I have to, I will do it. Let's get into this episode. We finally have the queens coming together. The pork chop loading dock queens are heading backstage after Denali's win. Elliott is hiding behind the room divider, and we're waiting for some drama to happen. There isn't any. Yeah, not much. I mean, Elliott kind of says that it's going to happen, but it never does. And then they all put their hands in and cheer, rah, rah, rah. So there wasn't much drama. I really wanted it to just be Elliott in the room when they came back, just to kind of throw them off and spook them out a little bit. But we didn't get that, and that's okay. I still don't work on the show. They have not given me a job yet. Maybe in this wig, it'll happen. Who knows? So that's our whole entrance. It didn't amount to much. They have a little kiki and talk about each other. They get out of drag. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing really happens. RuPaul comes in and announces that this week they will be doing a challenge, and they are little mini skits. What they're doing is they're going to be recording the little preview promos for these RuPaulmark Channel holiday movies. So it's just the little trailer is what they're doing. And there are 3 of them. RuPaul has divided them into teams on their own, which we will talk about when we talk about them. That's what we're doing. We're doing 3 different holidays. We have Valentine's Day, we have April Fool's Day, and Flag Day, of course, Flag Day. All the major holidays that you could ever want in a RuPaulmark Channel holiday movie. Teams get divided up and they get to assign their own parts. In Denali's group, she does take the biggest part and then she immediately regrets it because it has too many lines. Not a good start for Denali, clearly. And she's kind of telling us that she belongs there and immediately in my mind, I get the red flag. Girl, don't be saying stuff like that. Those are the people they send home right away. When you say that you're going to win, you're there to win. You slayed the first you slayed the first lip sync that you did, and now you're going to fail. That is exactly what happens when you do that. And she picked the biggest part for herself. It has too many lines. She's not in the strongest group anyway. It was a really weird mix of groups that RuPaul did. I don't know. I'm sure RuPaul did not split these queens up. I'm sure it was done by production only. And I'm also sure that it was probably based on who fits in what costumes, because costumes were obviously provided. We also got wigs from Wigs and Grace, so they didn't have to wear their own wigs. That is good news for some of them who don't really have good wigs. So they get to try something new. We get a good wig. They are rehearsing with our director, Ross Matthews. He is trying to get the most out of these queens that he can. I'm going to only focus on one queen right now, and that is Kamora Hall, who is a tree. So she's in a full green bodysuit to mask herself in the green screen. When she came, I didn't know what she was doing, honestly, when she came out, because she was in this green bodysuit. And I was like, she's just gonna blend in and all we're gonna see is her face. And then it turns out that she is an ash tree. I think her name's Ash Tree. Like ashtray, maybe? I don't know, but she's a tree. And when the green screen is revealed in the thing, all you see is her face with the lines on it to look like a tree. She was terrible in rehearsals. She had, you know, the iconic Tyra Banks line, I was rooting for you, and she couldn't say it. She said it like, I think Olivia said, she said the line 78 times and it never changed. Ross tried and tried and tried, and it just did not happen. But, you know, these rehearsals, they are always funky. Pause 1 second, my light is falling, and we're gonna have an accident if it falls, because it's gonna fall right off. So there, we'll just adjust it and move it over a little. That's better. So yeah, she tried and it just did not happen. And sometimes that's what you get. I'm not gonna talk about these rehearsals because there's usually always a big misdirect. I don't think there was this time. So if you haven't watched the episode, sorry, I'm spoiling things for you. But what you see is kind of what you get this time around with these queens in the rehearsal. They kind of went on forever. And they weren't really rehearsals. I think they were actually taping them, and then they pulled the best ones together for the little clip that we get to see later. But our runway this week, we're going to go right to the runway, is Trains for Days. I was very excited for this because I love a good train. To me, a train means drama. What I was also hoping for was that maybe someone would come out as a train. If you don't know the musical Starlight Express, they are all actually trains in the show. They are train engines or train cars. And so I was like, maybe we'll get a little Starlight Express. Maybe someone will come out on roller skates like they did in Starlight Express. We do not. We got one that was somewhat close to a train, and it made me very, very happy. But we will talk about that as we talk about the looks. Again, I'm not going to go in depth with the toots and the boots on the looks because we do that on our toot and boot show later in the week for you. But let's get to the runway. And of course, we always start with Mother Ru. RuPaul came out in this green sequins number, showing off some leg. I love the dress. I hate this hair. It's not that I hate the hair. I think the hair is actually good. It's so far back on her head that it looks like it's just sitting up there. This picture is not a good representation of what that, but if you watch the episode, it literally looks like it's just sat on top of her head. Yeah, I don't get it, but she looks great in this dress. It's really, really pretty. I'm very into the color green right now, so I'm excited that we're getting that from her. And I like when she shows a little leg. Usually she's covered from head to toe in a gown, but she looks good in this. Here are our queens. These are all of our train looks. Think what you will about them. I wasn't wowed by pretty much anyone. I'm going to say that right from the bat. But first we have Denali. She actually, was the most interesting train, I will say. The outfit is a bodysuit. It's covered in feathers, obviously. She's doing some kind of Mexican bird. She got the mohawk to go with it. The train is all ostrich feathers, which actually is pretty stunning. She looks good. She looks really good in this. This is Olivia Lux giving us Baroque musical. I love her look. I think it's really, really cool. It sticks kind of to her music brand, which I appreciate as well. So yeah, I think she looks good. It's interesting. She kind of flew under the radar this week, but I'll talk about that when I talk about the actual episodes that we saw. This is Elliott with 2 T's. Her train was great. I hate this bodysuit. I'm tired of bodysuits on the runway. And Elliott is apparently a huge fan of giant belts. She's always wearing one. So I am over it. The wig is good. The train is good. The bodysuit, while it's interesting, I'm over bodysuits. Kimora Hall, you can't see her train, but her train is actually a dragon tail, which is really cool. This might be my favorite look on the runway. I thought it was super, super chic. Very well done. The train was interesting because it went with the dress. On her shoulders, there are dragon heads, and she's doing a very cool homage to Chinese heritage. I don't think she's Chinese. I could be wrong. But I thought she was Filipino. I don't know. But this is very Asian culture, and she looks fantastic in this look. Then we have Simone, and you can't see it from this picture, but her train is attached to her do-rag, and I hate this look. I really, really don't like this look at all. I think it's sloppy, and while the train from the do-rag is a very cool idea, it's not executed very well in this look, in my opinion. That's all. But I think the look is really, really sloppy, and I don't appreciate it. Lala Ree, this is a terrible picture of Lala Ree. She came out in snakeskin. She wore a mask, and she does have a little bit of a reveal. The top coat comes off, and she still has like tails on as her new train. It's fine. It's nothing special. She looks fine in it. Oh my God, I love Utica Queen. She is giving us Carol Burnett realness from Gone with the Wind. If you are too young to know Carol Burnett's Gone with the Wind, please just Google it. She does a Scarlett O'Hara dress, which Scarlett in the movie Gone with the Wind made a dress out of curtains. The Carol Burnett one left the curtain rod in it. And it was, I think, a Bob Mackie design. And Utica recreated it here for us. It is so fun and so good that I love this look so much. It just makes me smile. And there is a train behind it, which you can't see in this picture because the hoop skirt is so big. Rosé is giving us a power lesbian suit with a tulle train. The tulle is also on the sleeves of her coat. It's chic. It's fine. It had this. At least the train has drama, which I appreciate. I think she looks good in it. I don't love that it's pants with the train. I wish there was more to like turn it into a power suit gown or pencil skirt. Just I'm over the pants. I'm really over pants now. We got a lot of them today, and it drove me crazy. Got Mick didn't do a train. You can't see it from this look. She has fabric just flying around. She brought in a bedazzled leaf blower for no reason at all, but her train in the back is really kind of like fairy wings that are protruding out of her. To me, it's not really a train. So I think she really, really failed on this runway. Yeah, I did not like this one either. Tina Burner finally gave us some sort of choo-choo train reference, and she is the engineer, and then this magnificent train that is following her are train tracks. It is so smart. It is so campy. Is she glamorous? No. Is it beautifully done? Yes. She looks great in this. It made me happy to see a little bit of a train reference, but also to look fun and campy and referential. So a big shout out to Tina Burner this week. I am pretty sure that this was done by Florence DeLee. I haven't seen the post yet, but if it was, shout out to you. My thing is falling yet again. I have to move it closer. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Now it looks secure. So Tina Burner, well done. Might be my favorite look of the week. This is Joey J wearing somewhat of a wig with a high pony coming out of her little headpiece. The outfit is fine. These boots I'm tired of. They don't fit her. She's worn them before. You can't see the back of her, but her train is a giant tongue coming out of a mouth, and there's actually a tongue piercing on it as well. It was my favorite train of the episode because it was whimsical and funny and made me very, very happy. And it was grand, which is what I look for in a train. So I appreciated that. The look itself, I don't love, but I love the train part of it. Candy Muse gave us what she thought was a train, and we saw it being sewed on in the workroom by Gottmik and Tina Burner for her. So she clearly either ripped it off or didn't come prepared. Either way, this look is ugly. It's not a good outfit. I like her hair. So I'm trying to say something positive about Candy Muse every week because I usually don't. I will say something positive about her later. But this look was not good. And I think this is the last one, which is Tamisha Iman. She looks stunning. It's very reminiscent of her day look, which was the lady look for her because they did Lady and the Vamp. It's very reminiscent of that outfit with a train instead of the robe. It's in pink instead of that cranberry color. Her face and hair always look stunning, so I can't really say anything bad about that. The look is cute. Again, I'm tired of pants. There's been too many pants already on this season, and it's making me a little crazy, but she looks really, really good. That's all. From there, we get to watch our commercial. Our trailers, not commercials. This was the first group, and this was Denali, who has the TV mark over her face. Olivia Lux, Elliott with 2 T's, and Kamora Hall. They are doing the Valentine's episode. The Valentine Misery Loves Company, the Valentine movie. That's what it's called. It's a movie. So they are doing Misery Loves Company, and basically every little scene is the same. It's just a different holiday in a different setting, but the owner is selling whatever the company is, the business, because they're miserable and want to either build something new or just sell it for the money. So in this one, Denali, going back to our pictures, Denali is the main character. This is the one where she took the biggest part and then regretted it immediately. Olivia played this crazy old aunt who was the actual owner, who was signing over the deed. Elliott was this Cupid character, and Kamora was a tree. This was by far the weakest group. The shining star in this was Olivia, and hers wasn't even that great, but she was better than pretty much everyone else in it. We later find out that Candy Muse thought Elliott should have been on the bottom, and I would have been fine with it based on this skit that they did, because the only one that was somewhat decent was Olivia, but this whole thing was really, really bad. And then our second group, we had Simone, we have Lala Ree, we have Utica Queen and Rosé, and theirs was Flag Day, and it's God Loves Flags, and it was all about the pride flag. And Simone was our main character who wanted to sell the flag factory. I can't say it how she did. Victory, she kind of had like this New Zealand accent to it. It was really, really funny. She did a great job in this. Rosé was great in this. Utica was fine. She wasn't outstanding, but she held her own. Lala was the weakest link, but I still didn't hate. I mean, in rehearsals, she was the one that was terrible in rehearsals and then wasn't so bad in the actual movie. So this was by far my favorite of the groups, mainly for Simone and Rosé. But the other two were fine. They did not do anything bad. And I think they all look great here in their runways as well. But Simone was definitely the standout. And Rosé just was kooky because she played a gnome. She played a garden gnome. And she was holding, there was lots of little gay references and she was standing there with literally her finger in a wall. And I'm like, what is she doing? But she was holding a hole in the dike because we were talking about Simone hiding the fact that she was a lesbian in the movie. So it just was like these weird little puns that just made me laugh. So I really, really was entertained by this one. That was God Loves Flags. Our final one had 5 characters. That was Gottmik, Tina Burner, Joey J, Candy Muse, and Tamisha Hall. And theirs was April Fool's, and it was April Fool's Rush In. Gottmik was the business owner. Oh no, Tina Burner was the business owner. Gottmik was kind of her assistant little lackey person she was making her do all of her bidding. And so Gottmik had to go to the Hardy Har Laugh Shop, which if you don't know is a reference to Hairspray. That was the name of the Turnblad's family joke store. Joey J was the owner of that. Candy Muse was an employee. And then we had Tamisha Hall as like the fortune teller in a box as Cher, which was really, really kooky. It was really interesting when she watched this. Tamisha Hall felt like she was almost embarrassed afterwards, just standing there. She talked about it a little bit in Untucked, saying that she didn't like looking so nervous. But yeah, she was not happy with what she did, but she pulled through. Ross kind of pulled the Cher out of her, and I think it worked. Gottmik was fine. Tina Burner was fine. Candy Muse played this employee called Whoopee Cushion. I wish she was dressed like an actual whoopee cushion because they did have the little fart noises in there, but I wish she was kind of dressed like a clown and overdoing it. And so she did well. This is my point where I say something nice about her. She did really, really well in the challenge. I just wish she was dressed in like a whoopee cushion costume. It would have been funny, really, really funny. Joey J was the weakest link in this group, but was again, not terrible. So we have a winner. I hope that's the next slide because I'm not really sure. We do. Our winner was Simone, well-deserved, even though I don't like this outfit. She looks gorgeous here. So I'm not going to discredit her, but her in the challenge, she was by far the winner of this challenge. And she won another $5,000. That is $10,000 for her already. So she is taking home some cash. Sorry, I need to take a sip. And that leaves us with our bottom 2. Oh no. Oh yeah. Our bottom 2, and they are going to be lip syncing to 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters. If you don't know this song, it is an amazing, amazing song from 1994. And it is just really fun to listen to. It's fun to perform. And we are going to have it performed by Denali and Kimora Hall. Going into this, it was pretty obvious who was going to win. I was worried that Denali wasn't going to be able to do as much as she can in a lip sync because of that train, but the train comes off. It came off before the song even started. And Kimora Hall is stuck in this dress that she could barely move in. But that's okay because she says she only does ballads. I think she said that in her Meet the Queen. She only does ballads. She's a park and bark kind of gal. She doesn't move around on the stage. She did walk around a little bit, but very, very little in this lip sync. So Denali was clearly the winner. We got to see a lot of this lip sync as well. Usually we only get like 30 seconds. This one was at least a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes of the song. Denali was tearing up that stage with her moves. My only thought about her doing this lip sync is she did a lot of the same stuff that she did in her lip sync against Rosé. And so if that is her routine, that's all she can do, it's going to get very old very quick, and it's not going to last through maybe even one more lip sync. If she does the same kind of thing, it will be interesting if she does have to lip sync again, which I think she will. I don't know spoilers, so I don't know, but I don't think that I don't think she's in it for the long haul. I'll say that. She might go midway, but I think if the next time she has to lip sync, I hope that it's a slower song where she can't do all the dance moves. But my fear is that she will try to do them anyway and will look, crazy like poor little Kenya Michaels doing Natural Woman dancing around the stage to a ballad. But who knows? But also if she does do another dance number and does these same ones, I will be over it. Because we got a split again. We got the duck walk again. We got all the same moves we saw. So that is my only critique. It was completely entertaining. If she was in a bar, I would be throwing money at her because it was really, really, really good. But that means we are saying goodbye to Kamora Hall from the House of Hall. It's right. She was my pick to go home first, and look, she is going home first. And that has nothing to do with her as a drag queen. It literally is about her personality. It's just not good TV. There's not much there. She didn't really open up her story about her boyfriend and her parents not approving of her doing, I don't know if her parents don't even know she does drag. Her boyfriend doesn't approve that she does drag. It just wasn't compelling enough to last even one more week. I wish her well. I hope she figures out her home life and her personal life and learns to appreciate herself more, because she is a stunning, stunning drag queen. And you want to be a look queen? Be a look queen. There's nothing wrong with that. There just wasn't any television appeal there. That's all. So we get her message. It is keep chasing the sparkle. I love you, ladies. Kamora Hall. Great. I think if she can work on coming out of her shell, she could be back for an All-Stars, because her looks are really, really gorgeous. But she needs, the personality is just not there right now. That's all. Next week, we're going to get a mini challenge, apparently, because they're all dressed as babies. I don't know what this mini challenge is going to be about, but we're going to finally have one. And then we are going right into the ball episode. Can you believe it? We are having a ball. It is called the Bag Ball. And we are going to get 36 looks on this runway. Whew, that is going to be a long toot and boot for us. My friends who do it with me told me we usually book an hour and take like 45 minutes on a normal week. I'm going to book, they said to book 2 hours. I'm going to book an hour and a half and say we have a half hour for each runway, because there's 3 runways, 12 looks. That is a lot of queens to get through when we talk about the looks. But I love the ball episodes. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm still sitting here in my wig. Can you believe it? And I haven't really touched it that much, but there we go. I did it for that. So I'm going to have one more drink of my wine, and then I'll have a little bit more later because it's not gone yet. And I will thank you for watching and listening. If you are listening to this on a podcast and want to watch and see this beautiful wig that I'm wearing, I realized when I was talking about it, I was like, I should have wore a different wig. I should have saved this for a rosé win because it is the rosé pink, but I didn't. I put it on today. But if you're listening and want to watch, you can find it on YouTube. My YouTube page is BHBrown13. That's BHBROWN13. And you can find all my videos there. They are there. I'm wearing a wig today. If you are watching this and you said, I am so tired of looking at your face, I get it. I get that. And you can listen to it on podcast form instead, or you don't have time to sit down and watch a video, listen to it on podcast on your commute. While you're trying to fall asleep, it might work. It might put you to sleep. But it is available on all the major platforms. So just go to whatever platform you listen to podcasts, type in Sashay Away with Barry, and you will find it. Or you can just go to my webpage, which is sashayawaywithbarry.com. Up in the upper right-hand corner, there is links to my YouTube page. I think 3 or 4 of the podcast platforms. I couldn't put them all on there. My Facebook page is on there as well. Or you can just look through the pages. These videos are posted there. The podcast that won't let me post there for some reason, I don't know why. But you can go to my Facebook page and the links are all posted there for the podcast as well. So there's always a way around it, but everything is on the webpage. So if you want to go there, it's kind of one-stop shopping, or you can just find it wherever you want. I'm there. Thanks for watching and listening again. I love you all. Again, don't forget my drag show next Saturday. What is today? Today is Friday. You're probably watching this on Saturday because it's 11:36 p.m. and the time is going to change over momentarily. But it will be on Saturday the 30th at 7:30. All the information and the link is in the description, so find it there. I will keep posting it so that it's there every week. And it's going to be a really, really fun time. It is free. Come and enjoy yourself. And we'll just have a little kiki together. Okay. Thank you all. Please stay safe. COVID is not over. I am now on the wait list for a vaccine, so I'm excited about that. It could be coming to me. Who knows? And that makes me very, very happy. I am happy to take this vaccine. I am not shying away from it. So if I can get it, I'm going to get it, but I am on the wait list, and I'm excited about that. But in the meantime, stay safe. Love your friends. Cover your face with a mask. It protects you and others. So sorry, I pushed that right in my face. So please take care of yourself and others. Bye.